World War I, often called the Great War, was a global conflict that reshaped the 20th century. Spanning from July 28, 1914 to November 11, 1918, it involved major world powers divided into two opposing alliances: the Allies, including France, Britain, Russia, and later the United States, and the Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, and Bulgaria. The war was triggered by the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary, but its roots lay in a complex web of imperial rivalries, militarism, nationalism, and entangling alliances. Over 4 years, it claimed millions of lives, redrew maps, and set the stage for profound political and social changes. Origins and causes. The early 20th century was marked by intense competition among European powers. Industrialization fueled economic rivalries, while colonial ambitions in Africa and Asia heightened tensions. Nationalism surged, fostering both pride and division. Slavic nationalism, for instance, strained Austria-Hungary's multi-ethnic empire. Militarism also played a role, with nations like Germany and Britain engaging in an arms race, particularly in naval power. The alliance system further destabilized the continent. The Triple Entente, France, Britain, Russia, countered the Triple Alliance, Germany, Austria-Hungary, Italy, though Italy later switched sides. The immediate spark came on June 28, 1914, when Gavrilo Princip, a Bosnian Serb nationalist, assassinated Archduke Franz Ferdinand in Sarajevo. Austria-Hungary, backed by Germany, issued an ultimatum to Serbia, which had ties to the assassins. Serbia's partial compliance failed to avert conflict. On July 28, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, setting off a chain reaction. Russia mobilized to support Serbia, prompting Germany to declare war on Russia and its ally France. When Germany invaded neutral Belgium to outflank France, Britain entered the war on August 4, 1914. The war's progression. World War I was fought across multiple theaters, but the Western and Eastern fronts in Europe were central. The war unfolded in distinct phases, marked by shifting strategies and escalating costs. 1914, War of Movement. Germany's Schlieffen Plan aimed for a swift victory by sweeping through Belgium and encircling Paris. Initial successes, like the Battle of Liège, gave way to setbacks. The Allies halted Germany at the First Battle of the Marne, September 1914, forcing a retreat. Both sides then dug in along the Western Front, a 450-mile line of trenches from the North Sea to Switzerland. The Eastern Front saw more fluid combat. Russia's early offensives into East Prussia were repelled at the Battle of Tannenberg, but Austria-Hungary struggled against Russian advances. 1915-1916, stalemate and attrition. Trench warfare defined the Western Front, with soldiers enduring horrific conditions: mud, disease, and constant shelling. Major offensives, like the Second Battle of Ypres, 1915, and the Battle of Loos, yielded minimal gains at enormous cost. New weapons, including machine guns, artillery, and poison gas, intensified the carnage. In 1916, the Battle of Verdun, February-December, became a German attempt to bleed France white, while the Battle of the Somme, July-November, saw over 1 million casualties, including 60,000 British losses on the first day alone. Both battles epitomized the war's futility, with little territorial change. The Eastern Front remained more dynamic. Russia's Brusilov offensive, 1916, crippled Austria-Hungary, but exhausted Russian resources. Meanwhile, Italy joined the Allies in 1915, opening a southern front, and the Ottoman Empire faced Allied campaigns in the Middle East, including the Arab Revolt aided by T.E. Lawrence. 1917, turning points. The war's third year brought significant shifts. Russia's war effort collapsed amid revolution. The February Revolution ousted the Tsar, and the Bolsheviks' October Revolution led to Russia's withdrawal via the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk, 1918. This freed German troops for the Western Front. Meanwhile, the United States entered the war in April 1917, provoked by Germany's unrestricted submarine warfare and the Zimmermann Telegram, which proposed a German-Mexican alliance. American troops, though slow to arrive, bolstered Allied morale and resources. The Battle of Passchendaele, 1917, exemplified the Western Front's ongoing slaughter, with torrential rain turning the battlefield into a quagmire. In the Middle East, British forces captured Jerusalem, weakening the Ottoman Empire. 1918. The war's end. Germany launched a desperate spring offensive in 1918, exploiting Russia's exit. Initial gains brought German forces within 40 miles of Paris, but overstretched supply lines and fresh American troops halted the advance. The Allies counterattacked in the 100 Days Offensive, beginning with the Battle of Amiens, August 1918. Coordinated assaults, improved tactics, and tank usage broke German lines. By autumn, the Central Powers crumbled. Bulgaria and the Ottoman Empire sought armistices. Austria-Hungary fragmented, and Germany faced internal unrest. On November 11, 1918, Germany signed an armistice in Compiègne, ending the war. Global and social impact. World War I was truly global, with fighting in Africa, Asia, and the Pacific. Colonial troops from India, Africa, and Australia played significant roles. The war's scale was staggering. Approximately 70 million soldiers mobilized, with over 9 million combat deaths and 20 million wounded. Civilian deaths from famine, disease, and violence added millions more. The 1918 influenza pandemic, spreading through war-weakened populations, killed tens of millions. Economically, the war drained treasuries and disrupted trade. Socially, it transformed societies. Women entered workforces in unprecedented numbers, accelerating suffrage movements. The war also fueled revolutionary unrest, not only in Russia, but in Germany and the former Austro-Hungarian territories. Aftermath and legacy. The Treaty of Versailles, 1919, formally ended the war, imposing harsh terms on Germany, territorial losses, military restrictions, and reparations. The treaty's punitive nature sowed resentment, contributing to World War II. New nations emerged from collapsed empires, including Poland, Czechoslovakia, and Yugoslavia, but redrawn borders often ignored ethnic realities, planting seeds for future conflicts. The League of Nations, created to prevent war, lacked enforcement power. World War I shattered the pre-1914 world order. It ended monarchies, bankrupted empires, and ushered in an era of uncertainty. Its cultural impact was profound, inspiring works of literature, art, and philosophy that grappled with the war's horrors. The Great War remains a stark reminder of the costs of unchecked nationalism and militarism, its lessons echoing in modern geopolitics.